This is a OTTE production.
Dr. Jenkins, I came as quickly as possible. What's the prognosis, Doctor? How is he doing?
Well, I usually don't make house calls unless it's a very dire situation, and, well, Robert, I'm sorry to say it doesn't look good. I don't think he has much time left at all, maybe only a few hours, so he demanded that I send for you. There's nothing else I can do. He's not feeling any pain, but I'm gonna wait down here in the foyer. You should head on up, and when he passes, just let me know.
Thank you for your honesty, Doctor. All right. I should head on up.
Hello? Hello, who's there?
It's me. It's Robert.
Robbie, oh, you made it. Thank goodness. Come inside, have a seat here by my bed. We need to talk. It's time we had a discussion about, well, death.
Listen, I know it's inevitable. You don't have to be afraid. I'm going to stay with you until you pass. You have nothing to fear.
Oh, no, Robert, you don't understand. I'm not scared to die. I'm not scared of death. I'm scared for you. You see, we're connected. Our whole lives we've been connected, and when I die, you're gonna die too.
Mega Tales presents the tale of the odd case of Robert Ott.
Me? No. I'm fine. I've never felt better, actually. I think you're focusing on the wrong things here. I'm here for you. This is about you.
No, Robbie, this is all about you. I can't believe you haven't figured it out by now. I was hoping I wouldn't have to tell you this, but let me just start at the beginning. It's probably the easiest way. You see, you're special. You're different. You've always known that. That's always been the case. Remember when you were 5 years old, visiting the Empire State Building? You remember what happened, Robbie? Do ya?
Robbie, get back here. Don't get so close to the edge.
I just want to get a better look. I just want to see what's down there.
I can't hang on to Baby Arn and be chasing after you. Get back here.
But the edge is more fun. It's a better time. Besides, I can see a 1963 penny down there on the sidewalk. Gotta go in for a closer look.
Robbie, stand back. You're way too close. Oh my God!
Oh my God, that kid just fell!
Holy crap!
I think his leg popped off.
That boy must be in 14 pieces. That idiot ruined my car.
I was right. It is a 1963 penny.
I mean, that was just a lucky day. I mean, you know, things like that happen all the time. I was okay, no big deal. I still have that penny, actually. I don't see the connection you're trying to make here.
Oh, Rob, how do you not see this? You're so smart, but you're so dumb sometimes. You think that wasn't a miracle? That was... Okay, what about when you were 10 years old? Remember, you impressed everyone at school. You graduated from Harvard University with a master's degree in astrophysics. You remember that, don't you?
And now, ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Harvard University's youngest ever valedictorian, Robert Ott.
Thank you. After I published my dissertation about how string theory or membrane theory finally bridges the gap between quantum mechanics and Einstein's theory of relativity, I realized I can't go any further with astrophysics. And even though I've had many job offers, I've decided to work with my father in his laboratory and continue the quest for scientific innovation. Thank you. I still don't understand. I mean, my father was a great scientist. It's natural that his kids would excel excel at that kind of, stuff too. It's not a big deal. I still don't see the connection you're trying to make here. Is there anything you want to say? I mean, these might be your last moments. You should probably not focus on me so much.
Damn it, Robbie. You're not just a child prodigy. You're not some kid who happens to be really smart. I mean, sure, that happens every now and then, but those kids grow on. They get married. They have families. Think about your dating life. Think about your sex life. There was none. Come on, you don't think that was weird? You remember what it was like for you?
Well, Cece, who used to be a cheerleader and now is a supermodel, thanks for agreeing to interact with me on this social one-on-one environment here. I hope you're having a good time. I think I am.
I had a great time tonight, Robbie. I hate to see the night end so soon. Why don't you come on back to my place?
Well, upon considering our current coordinates, I realized that I live 1 mile east of here and you live 6 miles west of here, so it really wouldn't make sense for me to backtrack and travel all that distance.
Math schmath. All I know is that big house gets lonely all by myself.
Oh, perhaps you should consider posting an ad to acquire a roommate.
Most guys would jump at this opportunity. Are you sure you're not gay?
Well, JJ, who is homecoming king and also quarterback of the high school football team, who now has a successful practice in law, thanks for agreeing to interact with me in this one-on-one social environment. Are you having a good time? Because I think I am.
I'm having a great time, and if you looked any better in those jeans, I'd have to sue you for sexiness.
Being sexy is not actually against the law. Therefore, I don't think your claim would actually hold up in court.
Court schmort. You could hold up my litigation anytime.
That doesn't really make any sense.
I appreciate the effort here, Robbie, but my gaydar didn't go off at all, and I was shocked when you asked me out, but you're not gay. I'm no gay, and you're no gay. I'm gonna go home and wash my hair.
A lot of people strike out when it comes to love. I just never met the right person. I still don't see where you're going with all this.
Excuse me, but Robbie, I don't understand how you're just explaining this all the way. You're saying like it was nothing. These incidents, they're proving my point. Okay. The mugging, cutting through the alley after the movie. You remember what happened then? You can't tell me that that's just something that happens to everybody. That could have only happened to you. You remember?
Haha, Poopy the Clown was pretty funny. I told you it was probably worth it, huh, bro?
You said it, Arnie. Brothers' night out at the movies? Great idea.
I told you don't need women or gay guys to have a good time. Just two brothers painting the town. Here, I know a shortcut through this alleyway to get to the car. Come on!
Statistically, it's better to stay in view of an area where there's more of a crowd or a main street. But, alright, you've never been one for bad judgment, Arnie. Let's do it.
Excuse me, you two. Can you give me the time? Put your hands up. Give me your wallets.
What in the balls?
According to all current statistics, the best thing to do in a robbery situation is to hand over our wallets. It's likely that the criminal will leave and the police will recover our valuables.
Forget that nonsense, bro. I'm not afraid of this thug. No little punk's gonna steal our money today. Come here, you. I'm gonna punch you in the dick.
Wait, no, Arnie, don't!
Are you dumb? I got a gun. I'm gonna shoot you.
Don't point that thing at me.
Arnie, step back. I'm gonna take the firearm from him.
Hey, look at me.
So, maybe he had a heart condition. Who knows? Maybe he stepped on a power line that was down. I don't really remember too well. It was a long time ago.
No, you're not explaining that away. You know you grabbed that man and you electrocuted him. You set bolts through his body and you killed him. Now, I know you didn't do it on purpose, but you can't tell me that happens or it's a common thing or there are other people out there, statistically speaking. No. You know deep in your heart that you electrocuted that man, and you've got to admit it. You've got to admit it, brother.
You're right, Arnie. These things have bothered me my entire life. I've never understood why everyone else got so much older and I always stayed the same age, and why I never fit in with everyone, and I never had any feelings, and I could shock people, and
I'll tell you why. It's the same reason you never got sick. You never missed a day of school. You see, you're different. You're special. You're not human. Robbie, you're a robot.
What? You're not being logical here. Statistically, every human being born is a human being, not a robot. How can I be born as a robot? That doesn't make sense. That's not logical. It just doesn't fit the schematic of reality. You're talking crazy, Arnie, because you're dying. That's why.
Robbie, listen to me. You gotta stop looking at facts and numbers. How could your younger brother be aged older than you? Look at me. Look at my wrinkly ass. I'm dying here. You haven't aged a day over 20. You know why? Our father was a genius inventor. He created you. He made you. You were never born. Every couple of years, he would augment you, change your parts. He had you grow up, and when you reached the perfect age, about 20 years old, he stopped. He stopped fixing you, then Dad got sick. He passed away. Mom, she didn't know anything about it, about fixing you, about upkeep, and then she passed on, and since then, I've been trying. I do what I can to tinker with you and make sure you're functioning, but it looks like my time has come, and there's nobody else who's going to be able to keep you running. You gotta face it. It's time to. My life is over. It's come full circle, and I need you to know. I need you to understand. Robot, you are a robot.
It's a lot to take, but it makes so much sense. It puts my entire life in perspective. How much time do I have after you pass? Can I upkeep myself? What do I do?
You see, Robbie, what I used to do with Dad, we'd power you down, and you might be able to do it yourself. The trick is.
God damn it.
Thanks for listening to Megatales.
Well, Robbie, I'm sorry to see that your great-great-grandfather passed away, but he lived to be 110. He was crazy as batshit, and I hope he didn't say anything too weird to you. He was on a lot of medication, and, well, hell, he thought that I was from the Starship Enterprise, but, he's gone to a better place. Have a good night. I'm off to play bridge.